My wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Skolante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns the restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. In this video, I will be bringing to you the ongoing Biafran war between the terrorist states called Nigeria, and also the simultaneous diplomatic outing that the Biafran Republic government in exile have been making the same time as the war is going. But before we dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos. And if you are new, I welcome you and urge you to do well to click that like button, subscribe to my channel, press that bell icon so that anytime I upload another video, you will be notified. Other than that, let's go straight into it. Alright, so we are starting with this news. The Biafran Prime Minister's tweet. Okay, and he posted, the Biafra Nigerian Second War and Biafra forces are gallantly resisting these terrorists. Nigeria military. You can't see them with these equipments in any part of northern Islamic states of Nigeria. Biafrans must stand strong. It is not going to be long anymore. So there is a video that goes with this tweet where you will watch and see how the terrorist military of Zoo started coming into our land. This started last week. Okay, last week, Monday, Tuesday, the war, they came again, because they normally come sometimes after they will kill those set of people. Our men will neutralize those set of people. They will now send another batch to come again, because you know the person sending is not him that is going. So, and because military is under command and control rule, so when they send people, they will always go. However, they are tired of dying because our men are actually messing them up. Okay, as long as you are fighting a just cause, everything will be responding to you. That is how it is, and that's why Biafra is having advantage over Zoo. I wouldn't be wasting much time because I want us to cover a lot. There are a lot of things that have happened within the week, last week, that I want to show until coming into this week. And remember that this week now we are on the civil disobedience that started on the 29th. Okay, and the civil disobedience is strictly for anything that concerns government. Anybody working in government, parastatals and local government, all those places, they don't want them to open their office. Okay, but for you to be on a safer side, you as a Biafran that you are selling on the streets, you have to be careful. Instead, you prefer not even to go out. Okay, if you are going, you go towards the evening or afternoon or something, but just be safe. That's why it's better to be sit at home. After all, the zoo believers are planning on protest that they say they don't know when they will stop. So you know, the whole thing is mess, but we are not part of that one. All right, we proceed immediately.
Sweden. We have in the army, Conde DSS. Amadi Monda Midi Hakonde DSS. Hapa Kalane Kachara. What keep behind Jerozagade. Haba Potazie. This thing is happening live in their culture. Wanna happen live in their culture. Yeah. Wanna me live and direct. Tabo 22nd Monday sit at home. Kahabu Amodka. Na Gare. Na wari ne culture. Tabo 22nd of July 2024. Le kahaba na abia.
Okay, so my people, I believe you've heard the dates. Okay, this started last week Monday, right? And we are just bringing to you the overview of all the activities that happened during that week coming into this week. Okay, all right, so you see that they started coming into Biafra land to massacre innocent people, but this time around our PM had already prepared men and said is enough. Murdering us can never happen again, that we have to defend ourselves. That's what guys have actually started doing right now. Okay, so this is another news from the post of our PM, and you can see it says, yesterday I had a virtual meeting organized by Biafran Republic Government in Exile lobbyists with the US Senator Mike Brown, a long-standing critic of Nigerian terrorist states who has worked to highlight the plight of Nigerian Christians. We had a fruitful discussion with the senator's team about the accomplishment of the BRGIE, issues pertaining to the Nigerian government and regional dynamics. We have been informed by the US officials that we have met thus far that the BRGIE is the very first organization to be raising the Biafra issue at a high level with the US government. This demonstrates the historic nature of our lobbying efforts. We look forward to continued engagement with the US Congress and other influential stakeholders. We can see the picture of the man with our PM. So see, you can watch here and see the military as they are entering to massacre our people. You see them everywhere. Okay, that is how they normally enter Biafra land. But the question is, after entering Biafra land, do they go back like this? No. They go back in shame. The ones that will still go back, you will see them crying. Okay, so you will see that they are actually terrorists. You see, as they are addressing continuation of the war, the PM says, the war is on and I am still watching the battlefield from my location. Terrorist Nigerian army falling with all their tanks. So I believe you've heard the sound. PM now posted again and says the footage of Biafra Ogbuniwe decimating the Nigerian terrorist army tank while the BDF finished the terrorists inside. Live footage of the war today 2023/7/2024 by 10:23 a.m. Biafra time. So that is what was happening last week, okay, and PM was giving us the update. So if you look very well, you see as their van was entering, and that is how our men decimate them. Okay, you cannot know another man's terrain more than him, so that's just the truth. Okay, so PM posted this one as well and says, ask the terrorists military, where are they now? And it's written here, they always came with joy on their faces to kill Biafrans, but always go back in tears and body bags. So you remember, if you saw this face when he was coming with excitement, now you see these ones, they are tired of the world. So the result of the ongoing war started coming out. In this, you will be seeing some people falling. So, and PM still says, meanwhile, in the Biafran jungle, the terrorist military with all their tanks refused to move forward into the jungle. He was updating. That was a day a lot of activities took place. Still monitoring them. He says the terrorist military who came to our land to kill our people are in our jungle, making noise and arguing while Biafran Liberation Army are decimating them in their numbers. So remember that PM always follows these people. He watches them from his location. So he is not playing. He is, when men are on the ground, he is watching them, following what is going on, because our terrain have been well equipped. I believe that's how he could be able, because it happens even in the civilized world. So him being a civilized man is using that acumen. You will see these people, they said Onitsha 302 artillery regiments, army cantonments, burial ground, don't fall. So the military are the ones digging the grave. They want to bury their colleagues that fell. Then PM now said the terrorists are falling and kissing the dust. You will all bury yourselves in Biafra land, and at the end Biafra will come. The choice is yours. We must show no mercy to enemies and killers of our people. So that is the word from our PM to the terrorist military of the zoo. He brought another news and says to Biafra Defense Forces, all commands across Biafra land, as we continue to witness the invasion of our land and the bombardment of the terrorist military Nigeria, I have only one message to all of you: show no mercy on the terrorists, and I mean no mercy. He says, I call on Biafrans to stand strong. You must not sabotage the Biafran forces. Allow them to eliminate all these terrorists in uniform. No matter the bombardment, the government of Biafra will rebuild our land and provide a better life with Biafra National Insurance Scheme. Continues by saying, stand strong. We are very close to our freedom. We have prepared you for this day. That was in response to Sahara reporters that reported Nigerian army troops invade Imo community, reportedly gun down civilians, destroy property. How can you have a government that uses his forces to gun down unarmed civilians and you call that one a government? That's why we call them terrorists. When you are terrorizing the people that you're supposed to be governing, you're a terrorist. So PM calls them terrorists, and when I checked it out, I found out that that's actually the right name to call these people, because their attitude towards their own people shows that they are terrorists. The attitude they exhibit is an attitude of terrorists. So that's who they are. Then in this post you will see the diplomatic chess has begun building bridges. BRGIE COS Dr. Orabueze and Gabriel Badura, President of the National Representative Council of Eritrea, government in exile. President Budere has previously met with Dr. Orabueze courtesy of our lobbyists to explore areas of mutual interest happening live in DC. So simultaneously as war was going on last week, our COS was busy meeting with diplomats, senators through our lobbyists. So that's the picture you see here. You see? So another one here, PM post breaking: the Biafran Liberation Army ambushed the Nigerian terrorists army with enough Owinigwe. They turned around and bombed innocent houses. We move in this ambush, and the terrorists inside to kill us was decimated and neutralized. Go and verify. The Biafra Second War, it is a fight to finish, and there is no mercy. We will fight to victory. Biafra Defense Forces must be very brutal on these terrorist army going forward. I mean brutal in a strongest term. From coming week, let every stronghold of the terrorists feel the presence of BLA. So this is the footage of some people that captured it.
Now for you, yeah, be in the army minute, bye. One for all on our Sioko. Yeah, life going in Asia, life in Asia. Life in Asia. That's it.
So my people, you guys are hearing from the horse's mouth. That is some people from the defunct POS that call themselves the leadership. They will come on social media trying to debunk that our Liberation Army, that they are not doing anything. That is not a video, is not recent incident that it happened in Togo. That's how they normally want to discredit what the BRGIE is doing. See where PM puts BRGIE lobbyists alias Gerasoris meeting BRGIE Chief of Staff Dr. Ngozi Orabueze ahead of meeting with diaspora and US government officials in Washington DC. So that's how it played out last week. You can see more of their photos. Congressman. So she met with Congressman John Carter. So PM says the Chief of Staff met with Congressman John Carter and discussed extensively the U.S. support for Biafra independence. He assured our COS of his commitment to support our liberation, which is the right thing every responsible person should do. See them, 3 of them here on this picture. Okay, yeah, they had, after much they had dinner, okay, with our COS. So that is actually diplomatic bonding that our BRGIE, that's Biafran Republic Government in Exile, is really doing. And this is how to achieve success in freedom fighting. You are doing diplomatically and you are still doing it locally and defending yourself. That is good. Okay, these footages of military that have been decimated are coming out. See them. See. Okay, they are falling. They are pata. They are falling. I don't want to show all of them. Okay, they are falling. They say Nigeria terrorist state has advised APOP Nigeria to declare Biafra during Nigerian protests. Their plan is to see if that could ridicule our December 2nd declaration. Can you imagine? Please tell Nigeria government to also give them their own Biafra map. After that, I will respond to them. Can you imagine? If people understand who the hell this Nigerian government is, they will know that they can actually do anything to stop the restoration of Biafra. They can. So you can see, let us see another day. The war continues, where the Liberation Army exploded one of their tanks and it was captured very well how it happened. And let's see it before we hear from the commander, Commander Ross, what he said about that.
People report the direct news what is happening in Biafra land. How can the army put their checking point inside somebody's compound? This is somebody's house. How can a whole military put checking point inside someone's house and nobody is talking and no news is reporting it? And when you are saying it, all those gullible IPOB Nigeria supporting one Nigeria, they are telling you it's a lie, it's a lie. God will see you people very soon.
I believe you guys heard this from the horse's mouth. This is a man on the ground. He actually told us that we should watch and see how they will bombard the armor tank, and before our very eyes they bombarded that tank. It got exploded. Okay, and he was now talking to the IPOP Nigeria. Okay, those ones that always want to come, their freedom fighting is Simon Ekpa, always want to come and discredit, to to debunk. That is their job for 3 years. It's not today. After giving them money, they have started doing anyhow. fighting their own freedom, because that's what they are doing. They are fighting against their freedom, but they don't know. Today their financiers are dying. Anyway, let us read what Commander Rouse, aka Igwe Mbutuzo, what he said. And the commander himself wrote and says, "What is going on here? Is it the testing of Obunigwe?" So he continued by saying, "When I was initially divided BLA into different special units to unleash special functions, people thought I was kidding. One Obunigwe release and shot down 13 armored tanks of the zoo. Come and verify. Anonymous location if I should post their unidentifiable bodies, you will be shocked." So that is what he said. This is the commander that everything comes to his table. And when he's posting, some people think that he's joking. But I often hear people, the men on the ground, calling his name. I never even knew that he has been the one that they mention, because we know him as Commander Rouse, but never knew that he is the Igwe Mbutuzo that I normally hear them call him. So PM now posted another one, ongoing falling of the Janjaweed terrorists, military and police. So Zoo is hearing it. So PM posted and says, "The terrorists are falling and kissing the dust in Biafra land. Nigeria must withdraw all its terrorists from Biafra land. We are now resisting your killings." So you can see them falling Yakata. Jesus. There are more than one, okay? Just for you to know that they are falling Yakata. So PM now posted another breaking and says, "The Biafran Defense Forces Owerri Command has recovered weapons from the terrorists zoo military after neutralizing them in numbers. Withdrawal of all the Nigeria terrorists from Biafra land is the demand as we approach declaration in December. If you think you will continue to use force and terrorism tactics to force us to remain in the Union, this will continue to be your fate in Biafra land." So let us see the weapons recovered.
Airborne! 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 Yeah. Mpawu brain. No was start him na tata at the beginning of our sit at home. Agbandi mo the sit at home. Ndị nke apụtakwa izu ndị mmadụ ochu. Ihe Nigeria terrorists. Ebe na depots. Upon that onye ndu anyị iwu na tata no iwu na ọnụ ụlọ nya pụtara ezi. Mana ha feel na ha gọọmenti ha agaghị eme obe. Ọzọ ala n'isi anụ ụbọchị tata. Life and direct na owere kan kamera. Enwe na menle ya eke tere ofu tiagas ọ ya nwa dị ya lepia. Ọ mere me life maka onye asị na ọ dị eme. Ọ ya nwa. Maka onye na-ekwete anyị ekwetere ya. Onye ndu anyị gbere unu na any police army nọ na Biafra land ọ ka mma na-resign ya. Ọ wụ na-resign ya. My brother, I get uri sigi mwe hide them. Nya case file mmadụ ha bụ. Aka na onye nke na chi atọle na agbu nya case file ya. Utago oya nwa dị ya. Onwe ha mege mpo oya nwa dị ya no boss starter life and direct. Data 29 July 2024. On got my life nowhere.
Live. Who's the man?
On the move, life and direct and Palais.
I believe you saw it. At least for people that are saying our men, there is nothing they are doing and all those things, you know. Criminals, there is nothing. All these defund DOS criminals, they can't accept. So we are not even telling them to accept. The men, the military people, the police forces and all that, all of them know what is going on. They are lamenting and crying. Let them leave our land, period. Okay, my people. So see, you know, we have moved forward from last week to just yesterday being the first day of sit at home. Okay, you can see that a lot of things happened. Some people don't hear. They said stay at home, don't come out. Some people are coming out and some people are falling victim. We have 4 days sit at home. The concentration is on government workers. Let's watch and see what happened as our angels went to deliver a message, and you will hear from the person videoing that just a layman that was capturing the angels, how he was very excited seeing these guys. They don't get excited seeing zoo terrorist military because they know those ones are terrorists. But see how joyful this one is, how excited he is.
Unknown government, I swear. My fine boys.
This is coming from the platform of the commander himself. Okay,
I am mandating the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra resistance fighters, every Nigeria security agent you see in Biafra land, from military to police to anyone carrying gun, do not allow them to breach. Don't give them any breathing space. It is called most aggressive self-defense. They have killed enough, and it is time we evict them from our land.
so that's where I will be drawing the curtain, my people. It has been a very long kind of overview for you to understand what has been happening since last week Monday until this week. Okay, as you are seeing this video, it's now on the Tuesday, right? So activities that happened even on Monday was very brutal. So you guys, if you are in Biafra land, you don't need to go out. Stay at home for these few days. Freedom will come with a price. You just need to choose wisely. Okay, you can't remain a slave forever, and the people that want to be slaves, they should go to the north or to the west, not in our land. Okay, after all, people that are deciding for the whole Nigeria, the whole zoological republic of terrorist country, those ones are just few people. They call themselves the senators and the House of Rep. Just few people, not even up to 1,000 or 2,000 people, but they are deciding for millions of people. Can you imagine? That's insane. So you don't tell us that we, the Biafrans, that we have actually recorded over 49 million votes. So you can't say that we are minority. No, government in exile is superheading it, but Biafrans generally are backing it. That's why people are voting immensely. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do well to click that subscribing button, smash that like button, and press the bell icon so that anytime I upload another video, you will be notified. Other than that, peace out.